Alright guys, what's going on? I've decided that I'm gonna do a information dump on the PSA Jakl today. This is gonna be the after action range report, so stay tuned past the intro. Alright, so we're going to be talking about this thingy today, this thingy thing, and I'm going to have two separate videos about this. This is just how it's shot and everything with a little bit of information attached, but I'm going to have a separate video about the misconceptions of this platform and the pros and cons. Like, I'm going to lay everything out as far as that goes. And then might make a shorter video. Is it better? Is it better than any other platform and stuff like that? Where I basically just compare the features of other platforms to this. But today we're just gonna be talking about how it's shot and everything like that. Basically, for me, it shot fine, as fine as I could, expect it. I didn't have any malfunctions as far as the gun is concerned. I did actually find out that my up turret for my SIG Romeo 5 was broken. I don't know how that happened, but it wasn't going up. As far as accessories, I had it basically loaded out exactly like this, except minus the flashlight. I had one of these on the side, these little PVC plastic, whatever they're called. I don't know. I'll annotate it probably on the screen in another video, but yeah, it ran pretty hot just because the action is all in the front right here, with the piston is all the gas and stuff is right here, so it got really hot in the front. But that's, every gun's gonna get hot in the front. That's just how it is. No matter if it's DI, gas impingement, even roller delayed, gets hot in the front. The charging handle, you do have to definitely get used to actually, charging that. And if you're used to training with the ambi bolt catch, like the bad lever, or just a PEC, whatever they're called, the PEC lever with the right side ambi, you do have to get used to doing this side charging on the side and dropping the bolt by manual. But with a little practice, you'll get used to it. This charging handle was really stiff. Definitely had to break that in, definitely. But it didn't take me long to break it in, actually, especially because before I took it to the range, I broke it down, I degreased it, and I oiled it. So that worked out pretty fine, if I do say so myself. Pretty good. And then basically, because it has the basic controls of an AR, because it uses a standard AR lower, that really sets it above any other competition, for real, in my opinion. Even the ACR, the SCAR, and the Spear, in my personal opinion, this gun has things that all of those don't. For instance, the non-reciprocating charging handle that the SCAR doesn't have. It uses mil-spec lowers like the ACR was supposed to, but didn't, and it works unlike the ACR out of the box. And the barrel doesn't bend, and it keeps its accuracy, unlike the Spear. So it has stuff that all three of those main platforms, like the non-reciprocating charging handles, don't. Is it an AKAR hybrid? I don't think so. I think it's basically what those were kind of supposed to be, without the huge price point. It's thousands of dollars cheaper than all of those. I got this for $950 with my standard lower and my standard parts. Only $950. The website is like $820, but you got to get the adapter to go to your AR. So with the adapter, it adds $100 extra bucks. So there's that. And then I'm probably going to be upgrading this charging handle just for the gnarled circle one, just so that I can charge it better and because this thing kind of creates like kind of a pinch point for real, because it's putting all that pressure on these two, and I don't know if that's really a good weight bearing, weight loading surface. So, you know, keep that, take that with what you will. Was it heavy? I had it loaded out pretty heavy, but you know, with the stock, it ran pretty smooth, pretty fine with me, even with my red dot messed up. And I did run it just like this with the grip, bipod, sights, all of this stuff on it. So I tried to run it as heavy as possible. I could have used my PEC 15, but I didn't, only because there's no room for it for real. Like, I knew with all of this already on there, if I was gonna run it, I'd have to run it back here. But you can see the charging handle is right there, so it would have gotten in the way of me charging the weapon, which that defeats the whole purpose. If I can't use it, you know, what's the point of a laser if you can't shoot? So kind of defeated that purpose. It worked with all my standard magazines, which it should have, so I knew it would. And yeah, I'll post a little burn down at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But range review, I had 0 malfunctions. I didn't have to play with the gas setting at all. It comes out of the box on gas setting 2. So I was running, let's see, I was running, I have a list of it. Let's see, steel case Tula, actually have the, I was running this. I ran like 3 boxes of these. USA Valor, Winchester white box. I ran some soft points, some hollow points. Ran some black tip, SST, and also ran some 77 grain OTM, and basically a whole bunch of new loads that PSA has. I ran them all. I ran it all. It ran fine. I didn't run any lighter loads or heavier loads, so I ran like standard range ammo, so that's probably why it ran fine. But I didn't even have to use my backup sights, and I didn't even have to oil it. It did start melting off a little bit of oil once it started getting hot, and I did need to use my glove. But I always bring my gloves when I'm shooting a rifle, sometimes even when I'm shooting a pistol, because they get hot. You know, you're containing an explosion, so of course it's going to get hot. Anybody who complains about a gun getting too hot, they don't obviously shoot a lot. So you know, you would know anything gets hot if you're containing explosions all the time. So, you know, but that's my less than 10-minute review on this so far, my range review at least, my range report. I didn't shoot it with the stock folded. All my accessories stayed, you know, solid. I didn't Loctite anything. Didn't Loctite any of my accessories on there. I just screwed them on and they stayed put. Even my M-LOK, which I usually have a problem with for some reason. I don't know how to mount it, but with this having all the holes and stuff, I was able to actually see if the T-nuts were lined up properly, and they were. So like, this is still solid, no shaking at all. My grip's still solid, my rail is still solid, and of course all of these are just screw-ins, so they're bolted on pretty fine. I actually did torque my red dot in place, so I knew that wasn't gonna move. But I'm surprised my up turret didn't work, but I was just holding up. Maybe that was just my mechanical offset, but even still, the dot wasn't moving. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it worked fine for me. I do definitely plan on adding some more stuff to this, just to trick it out for different, I guess you could say mission sets or loadouts, whatever. But yeah, is it going to be heavy? Only if you run it heavy. So if you run it heavy, it's going to be heavy, you know. But it ran fine for me, and I like how it's been running lately. Got my strobe light on there now. I just need me a little pressure switch right here. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this. Comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. And stay tuned for more. We got more coming. Peace.